Why? Can anyone hear me? Looks like all the sound is in order, so... Hey guys! I forgot to put the game feed. Hang on. There we go. Hey guys, it's how's it going? It's 6.5. It's 6.5 day. I'm here to check it out. Well, after I do my island things real quick, just checking on the crops and the animals before we head on and do stuff off the checklist. Let me just get some feed, a little bit of feed made. Okay, so I do have a little checklist, so let's see. Let's start with at least getting some of the blue mage stuff going, so I can get the checklist the spell checklist expanded. I usually don't do a lot of blue mage stuff, but it helps to just like keep it open in case I get like extremely bored one day. Did I even do the Blue Mage stuff? Blue Mage quest thing? I don't remember. But let's check it out and find out if I actually remembered. There we go. Oh wow, someone's already round up to 50, and the crowd goes wild. Ha. What has this goofball got? Well, look who it is! Siegfried and Zernberg were telling me how you went and saved our star! You've done me wrong, Kiamiya. So I wish you had called on me. I had given your enemies a sound thrashing, as only a master of blue magic can. That's not to say you are the master of the arts, mind. We're all still here breathing after all. Well, I've nothing quite so momentous to share. There was something I've been meaning to tell you. Because the guild has so many members now, adventurer folk of all sorts, eager to explore every corner of the realm. We've discovered quite a few new spells I'm sure you'll be keen to have added to your blue magic spellbook. A fine compliment to the wealth of knowledge in your blue mage log, but there's always room for improvement. I trust you're still adding nuts to it, eh? Yeah? Kiamiya, what a welcome surprise! How fortuitous that you should save me the trouble of seeking you out. If you're both here, I take you're not come for small talk. I'm afraid not, my dear. Your impressive displays at the Mass Carnival has served to help the Celestiums thrive. And yet, in recent days, the ticket sales have been on the decline. Now that you mention it, I've noticed more empty seats in the stands of late. Freshen things up, I guess? And what crowds we do manage to draw seem rather unenthused by the proceedings. Should this continue, I'm afraid Amagina and Sons will withdraw their financial backing. Well, there has to be something we can do. To discern what that something is, I require your assistance. First and foremost, I believe it prudent we speak with the people of Ul'dah directly and learn what it is they've suddenly found wanting at the Celestium. Kiamiya, if you would go and investigate the Gold Court, the rest of us shall start from the surrounding districts and spread out from there. When you all have finished, let's reconvene here. Now, off trot! It's off, okay. Let's see. What's it, that way? Yeah, what? I didn't... Oh. I hope you enjoy them, Amaris. Let's see what the crowd has to say about this, because I imagine the material would be getting stale. Say, aren't you that Blue Mage Azura II? I'm a big fan of yours. I went to the Celestium near every day after your debut performance, though it's been a while since last I was there. Nothing seems to really pose a challenge for you anymore. What they need are more menacing opponents like Azumagia and Gogo. Better opponents. What about you? That's Carnival? Never been. To be honest, can't say I'm all that interested. The Gold Saucer, on the other hand, now that's a fun time. And what about you? Mass Carnival? Now that you mention it, I haven't been to see the show in quite some time. After a while, it all seems so routine. Gladiator matches are far more interesting. At least then, the challenge is not some marma-brained idiot. Yeah, I'd imagine the material would be stale. Oh, there you are. Finished your inquiries at the Gold Court, have you? Good. I'd imagine Martin and Pionde should be along ere long. I see. Then the answer to our problems is clear. Azura II is in need of a nemesis. But what of the people who told me they're clamoring for more appearances from Azura III? You mean a person, singular. And what a single opposition against a swathe of fans seeking a worthy challenger to oppose Azura II. If they're to contend with Kiemiya, we would need the likes of Siegfried or Azumagia. Quite right. Then the two shall clash in the Mass Carnival, the Celestium awash with excited fans clamoring for more. So wait, is it the run back with these two? Very well. Martin, you are to find a nemesis for Kiemiya. And to be certain they are worthy of the role, but this prospective rival must be stronger even than you. Seeing as that's not physically possible, I'm afraid I'll have to decline. Is that so? Pity that. I was considering appointing you showmaster had you succeeded. Naturally, that would include 3% of profits for all their appearances at the Celestium, but if you've no interest... Showmaster, you say? Make it 5% and you have yourself a deal. 4%? 3.5. Deal! You'll have your nemesis, just you wait. Then I shall see to preparations for their debut. It wouldn't do for you to be seen in the same title and garbs, but worry not. I shall make certain you are dressed for the occasion. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's much to be done. While I'm away, I'll need you to keep watch over the guild, Pionde. Think you're up to that? Think you're up to the task? I know full well how you tend to matters of the guild, Martin. I'm sure we'll be fine. Seeing as this is meant to be your rival, Kiemiya, I'll be counting on you to give them your seal of approval. I'll be in touch with Pionde when I've found a suitable candidate, so don't be a stranger. In the meantime, I think it best you continue your training. A nemesis deserves nothing less than the very best, after all. Why not see about learning Goblin Punch while I'm gone? No doubt you'll make good use of it in battles to come. Until then... It didn't occur to me until he left, but I'm certain the going rate for a showmaster is 5%. Perhaps it's for the best he doesn't find out. Would that his skill in negotiating his master's mastery of blue magic. Speaking of which, I believe you have a test set before you. Mastery of Goblin Punch. I'll be holding down the fort here until you return. Hi there. Things are a bit slow. Hang on, I'm gonna go turn on the... Let's see what's up. What's next on the? I did. Let me get through the Hildebrand stuff because that's always a romp. So off to Razat Han. It is. Hey! Very funny. The classic. Oh, there's the crowd of people. By agents unknown. Deleon is trembling with barely contained enthusiasm. Camia, eager to resume our investigations. I know I am. Do you recall that scrap of alien worship we recovered? Well, Inspector Bandaheld has employed his unsettling calculative capacity to extrapolate the damage to the greater whole, and he has concluded that the vessel would be incapable of flight without extensive repairs. Our most likely scenario, then, is that some unknown agent made off with a starship wreckage, along with Pupu's acquaintance. Fortunately, I have a fair idea who that unknown agent might be. After all, there is a distinguished shadowy cabal with a history of concealing extraterrestrial activity. Actually, let's head over to Kama first. The inspector and the others are staying in a dwelling there, and I'd rather not explain myself twice. Alright, let's... Right, Kama's that way. 'Tis horrible misfortune, Kiyomiya. Calamities even! Poor Master Poo-Poo has fallen gravely ill! What? He's so bluish green. More so, I mean. Could he have caught a cold? I suppose it was truly up there in Garlemald. Poo-Poo is an alien! Who knows what extraterrestrial diseases might be ravaging his body? Uh-oh. No! No, 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 no! Nauseous delights are the best medicine for whatever ails you, as the inspector himself can attest. Good gods, Nashu! You'll blow our host's domicile to pieces! Put him away! Yes, no bombs. If I may, when I was cloned from the Inspector, certain gaps in my knowledge were patched with supplementary data from the Starship's archives. This information would include an encyclopedic understanding of Master Poo-Poo's physiology, which should be sufficient for me to diagnose his condition. A Xenoman hybrid mind. That explains the impossible calculations. Okay, what you got there, little Hildebrand? I have it! Master Poo-Poo is afflicted by a terrible case of the common cold! The cold?! Gods grant me strength. As a visitor to Aetheris, Master Poo-Poo has no prior exposure to our maladies. He is thus particularly susceptible to infection and more likely to experience severe symptoms. Aha! Just as I surmised. We must put aside the case until we have nursed our stricken companion back to health. But even if it's a common cold, isn't there a risk that our medicines do him more harm than good? They almost certainly would. Based on the results of my analysis, however, I believe I can synthesize an effective remedy. We must but gather the ingredients. Then ingredients you shall have! So, what are we gathering exactly? Most of what we acquire can be drawn from Master Poo-Poo's collected samples. Otherwise, there are only two which we lack. The first of these is the liver of a giant tortoise. A suitable organ can be extracted from one of the cachapa which will wander salt winds welcome. Ah, the slaughtering of a monster's opponent. That sounds like a job for Kiyomiya. Yep, nothing I can't handle. The other material in question is a rare fungus known as Damshroom, which I am hoping can be found among the Great Works' extensive stock of alchemical reagents. Very well. Nashu, Delion, and I will scour the alchemist's shelves. Meanwhile, I would ask that you remain here and keep an eye on our ailing patient. Inspector Brandahill, you're such an expert on all things Davnir! Oh, I wouldn't say expert. Simple conclusions from simple observations, nothing more. As I said, I'm hoping the alchemists have the Damshroom we need, but it really is quite rare. Once you have the tortoise liver, would you be so kind as to assist the others in procuring the fungus? Then let us not prolong Master Poo-Poo's suffering a moment longer! It seems we have a job to do. Further discussion of the abduction will have to wait. Delion, please. So let's scoot on over there to find that Kachapa. And then let's head over to the Great Work. Are they up? Judging by the person flying up, they're not up. Ah, Camia, I had every confidence you would bring us a suitable liver. Alas, the dank shroom yet eludes us. I was kind of half expecting someone would call it the dank shroom. Also, I see you, little guy, in the back at the crates. The alchemist had said the fungus has few applications, so they don't bother to stock it most of the time. Then I must put my keen inspector sense to work. Stand back whilst I attune myself with the essence of the dank. Someone, hold on, I need to screenshot that. That needs to be taken out of context. Do your thing, I guess. Damp. The word is damp shroom. And you'll forgive me if I have no faith in your abilities. 'Tis close, my friends. And getting closer and closer even as we speak. Wait, closer? I hear you folk are in the market for damp shrooms. I might have some to sell if you're interested. But how? We certainly are, my fine fellow. Right then, if you'll give me a moment to retrieve the goods, we can finalize our transaction up on the perfumed rise. You seem sus. Was it genuine clairvoyance or sheer coincidence? I'm not sure anymore. So in all fairness, when it comes to Inspector Hildebrand, preternatural perception is one of his least baffling talents. In any case, we should hurry to the rise and take this man up on his timely offer. I hope it's legit. wonder, does this not strike you as a touch convenient, if not contrived? Same. And she's asleep. And I'll look this way. Ah, you're here. Good. Good. And here is the damn shroom, as promised. Oh ho! Glad we are for your assistance. Ta-ta! Not so fast. There is still the matter of payment. Of course, of course. And how much do we owe you, my good man? Consider the extreme rarity of the fungus in question. I couldn't let it go for less than 1 million gil. 1 million gil for one measly mushroom? That's not a robbery! A bargain, I counter. You would pay tenfold my prices in the markets. I'd like to do you a kindness in light of your urgent need, but I am more than willing to find another buyer if you wish to spit upon my generosity. Nashu, how fair are we for coin? I want to hazard a guess. A whole bloody nothing. We're plumb out, Inspector. Yup. This is such a prickly pickle. Where are we to obtain sufficient funds at such short notice? Uh-oh. Why me? But, what would be the most in character answer for Keems? The falling asleep, the sleep thing wouldn't hold water because he's a cat, he's a moon cat. But I gotta do it. I gotta pick the stupidest answer. I can't believe that actually happened. If that's the way of it, then I shall beg father for the necessary amount. Saving Master Poopu's life is worth every gil. Give that man nothing! Oh, it's a radiant. We have you now, deceitful scum! Your swindling days are over! Ranzan City Guard at your service. We received reports of this man's questionable activities and had been keeping a close eye on him ever since. damn sure there's a rare find in the bazaar, to be sure, but only because there's no real demand for it. The price that charlatan quoted you was, frankly, ludicrous. But thanks to your ignorance and poor judgment of character, we were able to catch him in the act. As a token of our gratitude, you are welcome to keep the fungus, assuming you still want it. Yes, very much so. That is very, magnanimous of you. Bah! You think I enjoy tricking fools out of their coin? If that bastard hadn't declared my job redundant, I wouldn't have needed to stoop so low. Who? He blames the rising star among the merchant princes for his woes. Vanudi, what I believe his name was, purchased the trading consortium where the man was working, which led to a restructuring of the hierarchy. Put a lot of people out of work. Vanudi. I know that name. Something about an acquisitions deal gone sour. Father was willing to sell him a slice of his Hannish enterprise, I think, but balked when the man offered to buy our family business in its entirety. Truly, there is no telling how deep the coffers of this Von Hudi are. Nor do any know the secret of how he amassed such a kingly wealth so damnably fast. There are whispers, though, that he solved alchemy's oldest and most legendary of problems, the transmutation of base metal into gold. Oh, it's that sort of trope. Okay. Unlikely to say the least, but whatever the source of Von Hudi's cry of riches, he shows no reluctance in spending. He shows no reluctance in spending them. He bought a historic temple to serve as his home, and commissioned a private airship, among other extravagant expenditures. Nice for some, eh? Core, that swindling case had barely started before you sold it, Inspector. all in a day's work, my dear Nashu. I believe our business upon this scented hill is concluded. Let us hurry the ingredients back to the Inspector Brandahill, shall we? Yeah, let's get back. Wait. It's you. I may have mollified his lordship with the secrets of the divine manifestation, but the stench of failure yet clings to me. I must redeem myself in his eyes by crushing my most hated foe. Inspector Hildebrand tells me you have the liver to go along with his damp room? Yep, here it is. A fine specimen, thank you. I will be mixing the ingredients in the starship, so let us convey Master Poo-Poo outside that we administer his medicine as soon as it is ready. This should be sufficiently remote. I'll have the craft come to us and we can commence the treatment. And here it comes. I kind of hope we get this as a mount sometime. Because it would be pretty funny. Just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, I feel so much better. I cannot thank you all enough.
I mean, it did carry us in the tractor beam in the last Hildebrand. Master Poopa recovered his strength in mere moments. Twould seem his powers of recuperation are just as advanced as his technology.
I came here from another world, a stranger you've no cause to trust, and yet you've treated me so kindly. The people of the star are so very welcoming.
You're our dear friend now, Master Poo-Poo. Tis our pleasure to help. Oh, here we go again. And it would be my pleasure to harm! Oh! Uh-oh. Nose laser! Crystal? Wait, is that my I'll never fall for the same trick twice! Wait, it just reflected back? Brandon, no! Think fast! Oh wait, he's gonna... Head empty, only... something. Oh, there's a... that thing. A goblin. Don't hurt the goblin! Wait, he's just gonna body block it? Wait, it's a basketball? Oh, okay, there's his, distressed look. And he died it. Again. Impudent worms, taste my full power! Wait, she's channeling her inner, her inner gold saucer to basketball this. Wait, what? For 3! Oh, it bounced off the rim! But then Gibia goes for the alley-oop! And slam dunk! Not again! So somewhere in another shard or timeline, the Warrior of Light is the warrior of sports balls. And there he goes. You took the full force of that destructive beam, yet there you stand. Somewhat singed, but apparently unharmed. I've pondered and puzzled of this inexplicable fortitude of yours, and feel compelled to ask. Are you an alien? I facepalmed so hard, I lost tracking. A fine jest, but I assure you, I am without a doubt an old Dawn-born Mandeville of terrestrial here in stock. He's Hildebrand, agent of inquiry and inspectors extraordinaire. What more do you need to know? Where to even begin? But never mind. We have more pressing matters. Such as locating Master Poopa's missing comrade. This time we open the case of the silent correspondent. Yes, exactly! And I have a firm theory as to who it was that took the wreckage and its erstwhile pilot. The Charlians! So are Moon Rabbits gonna be involved? I'm all but certain they've allied with the insidious extraterrestrials, which means they'll be under orders to remove any evidence of alien activity. I'll wager we'll find what we're looking for in an old Charlian. We need only infiltrate their operations and expose this nefarious conspiracy. Okay, 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 what, that face? Both of them would sound really stupid to him. Trust me, they'd sooner flee the star than attempt to subjugate it. While Master Delian's theory does lack supporting facts, we have no other promising leads to pursue at present. Moreover, I understand that Charlian sets the standard for monitoring astronomical and astrological phenomena. Mayhaps their experts have been tracking extraterrestrial movements. I've spoken out of turn. Please, forgive my presumptuousness. Nay, my friend. I too, since our path points to the Isle of Archons. Pack your bags, everyone. We leave for Charlian immediately. And get a fresh change of clothes, if you will. Oh boy. The Force Shuttle's not gonna be happy about this. I have several questions about that thumbnail right here. I have several questions. Charlian awaits! We need only charter a simple sea vessel. Of course, but does not the city lie many days of sail to the north? Is there no swifter means of researching our destination, of reaching our destination? I mean, we could do the experimental teleportation. So this experimental etherite will allow us to teleport thither, even absent attunement. Splendid! Then we shall avail ourselves of the technological marvel word forthwith. Nobody's gonna tell him about the side effects. I trust you. I trust nobody's gonna tell him about the side effects. I wonder what she had to say about this. Dude, you haven't even changed? Oh, Poo-Poo's, fine. Wait, where is he? Oh. Oh, he's not having a good time. Oh, God, save me. What about you? You seem to be alright. So this is the City of Learning. A sophisticated gentleman should feel right at home here. How you're all not sick to your stomachs. Experimental Easter make travel more exponentially fun. It feels as though I'm the only known person in this group of eccentrics. Trust me, sir. Normality doesn't exist. You're only normal by comparison. But this is not the time to succumb to nausea. Not here in the belly of the beast. Rumor has it the Stallion secret agents travel the star in search of specimens, which they collect and bring home in service to a confidential research project. Said project is conducted in a huge underground military facility. If we're to find answers, then that's where we need to look. So, Labyrinthos. Sir, that's Labyrinthos, not a military facility. I say, this Labyrinthos sounds promising. I say we head down there and make inquiries as to the whereabouts of our missing alien friend. We simply take a look from the Hall of Artifice, yes? Then let us be on our way. So teleport from the rostra and then all the way up there. So how are you guys doing out there today? I am not having a good time in this heat wave. Yeah, I had to like turn on the AC just to keep my computer nice and chill. And the fan. What kind of weather do you have over there? Now you know, no bombs. These must be the lips in question. Do you wish to descend into the Labyrinthos, sir? My apologies, but each of your companions must also secure the proper permissions before we can allow them entrance. If it's as assurance as you need. Okay, that is marginally cooler than 90 freaking degrees. If it is assurances you need, then surely a single glance is all you require to judge us trustworthy. That's not how it works, good sir. Plus, get a chain of clothes. I could certainly make some judgments, but that is neither here nor there. Admission to Labyrinth as a subject of foreign policy. You're the ones who should be judged! I know you're hiding aliens and xenotechnology in that underground base of yours. Admit it! As an aside, though, if you notice my character lose tracking, there's a chance that I've actually facepalmed. Xenotechnology? I sincerely have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, yet again do our paths cross in a most serendipitous fashion. Oh, hey Godbert. Father, what business brings you to Charlian? I'm in search of a certain object, one crucial to the continued refinement of the Mandeville weaponry. My investigations lead me to believe it is to be found here in Labyrinthos. And as you also seem to have business down below. This is my son and his bosom companions. If I vouch for their character, will you kindly allow them to board the lift? Ah, Master Godbert Mandeville. The form sent one of your impending arrival. As a member of the Syndicate, Your ambassadorial status affords you an entourage of up to 5 members. Pray consider their permissions arranged. I know not your current admission, but for the time being, I suggest you accompany me to the Archaeon. No, you're not allowed. No admission. Oh, it's raining. You know, how do the Charlians simulate the rainfall? Like, how much water did they go through to simulate that? That is an actual question that I'm wondering. How much water did they go through to simulate rainfall? I mean, yeah, water crystals are... Well, I'd imagine, yes, there would be sprinklers up in the framework. But it just made me think about how much water they go through to achieve rainfall. And there's also the matter of, like, at least water crystals to produce some water? Question mark? I say this as since down here in the West Coast there is a bit of like a water regulation policy that you have to limit how much water you have to use in order to conserve the reservoirs. From what Father tells me, the storage facility is replete with samples of specimens collected from every island on Etheirus. If anyone has information concerning visiting aliens and crashed starships, it will be these studious folk. A shiny silver saucer. I'm sorry, but we have no record of any such object in our archives, either whole or in part. Cold trail, I see. Or so you would have us believe. But the purpose of this complex, this military fortress, is plain. You cannot deny that you're conducting secret research on alien starships. We are not conducting secret research on alien starships. Yes, we did build a starfaring vessel in Thomazine, but it was neither for military purposes nor of extraterrestrial origin. Disguising your foul lies with a sprinkling of truth, are we? Fine. I'll dig up the facts myself, and then everyone will hear what you're really up to. While I cannot assist you with your missing craft, I do recall seeing an individual of like appearance to your companion here. Oh! There is a lead. You do? And where was this, pray tell? At Muriel Ergonomics in the medial circuit. The lift at the back of the building will take you down there. Many thanks, my good man. Well. It seems you found yourself a solid lead. I have my own search to attend to, so I shall bid you good hunting and good day. Alright, you go do your thing. Another round of in-depth inquiries by the Ancient Inquiry. And friends, in order. To Muriel Ergonomics we go! Oh, there's a note at the Squapes. Well, not so square grapes, but still. Of course he would bring that up. Ah, you must be talking about one of those new Mandragora strains. We wanted a batch of bright blue stray onions, but I'm afraid they've started to rot almost immediately. Not a mandra, you say? Well, the only other bluish things I can think of around here are the grapes. Look how luscious this crop turned out! Imagine the staff actually didn't fix these Squapes. Just imagine. Oh, is this the barley? Your description would lead me to believe you're looking for one of the Mandragoras hereabouts. But if, as you say, it's something else you're after, then I'm not sure I could be of much help. I've only started working here, so you may have more luck asking the older hands. Well, what do you gotta say? Oh, there's Alright, what do you got to say? Yes, the little blue man. Saw him with my own two eyes, I did. And it was no Mandragora. A gleaner in the company of an outside visitor who passed through a little while back. Nothing too unusual there, only this, friend of yours was scuttling along with them. I know not what purpose brought them to the farm, but whatever it was, they didn't tarry here long. Oh. I mean, yeah. You, other than the silhouette, though, you do share the same silhouette. Wonderful. That corroborates the information I but moments ago skillfully squirreled out of this farmer. She claims to be an acquaintance of the gleaner in question, but in fact, and we'll bring him to talk to us shortly. Let's round up the others. You should all be present to hear what revelations this professional collector has to share. You're the folk asking about the little blue man, yes? Oh, and you brought someone who's particularly identical. You must be the same species, surely.
My friend really was here then.
They certainly were. If you go 1 or 3, I'll tell you the whole tale. To begin at the beginning, I was at Thavnir on a procurement mission when I crossed paths with an apothecary and his unusual companion. As I mentioned, the companion was almost your twin in appearance. In the wagon they rode on board a damaged vessel, the likes of which I'd never seen before.
Could it be?
As a collector by trade, I have a certain weakness for oddities. Thus did I hail the apothecary to inquire after his company and his cargo. The man was only too happy to share his history. He had, it seemed, quite recklessly plunged into the war-torn lands of Garlemald to sell his wares, reasoning that where there was conflict, there would be a need for medicinal goods. The state of affairs was rather more volatile than he anticipated. However, and he was soon forced to abandon his venture. And so the apothecary began his long trek home, only to shortly thereafter discover a strange silvery ship, and a shaken pilot crash-landed in a snowfield.
It cannot be a coincidence.
The story continues. After extricating the battered vessel and its occupant from the snow, he brought them home to Radhathan. His guests wished to make repairs to the craft, yet even amongst the ruins of the bazaar, they struggled to find suitable parts. Hearing this, I suggested they bring the wreckage itself to Labyrinthos, and after they agreed to the idea, I escorted them here myself. Alas, even the Damascene engineers who worked on the Ark were stymied by the exotic ship, finding its technology impossible to comprehend, let alone replicate. The little blue fellow eventually resorted to drafting schematics. While the engineers followed these step by step to craft the essential bits and bobs, the apothecary and his companion were waiting here at the Mariel.
And then what happened?
Well, once our industrious visitor had what they needed, they repaired the vessel in a twinkling. The pair then departed almost immediately, and I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. I'm told the apothecary paid a handsome sum for the engineers' services, but being the typical Charlians, I wager they would have happily forfeited coin for a chance to pore over every square inch of that ship. Now, I'm no scientist, but I'm beginning to think such an incredible vessel must have been some kind of starfaring craft. And that little blue man, well, he must have been an alien from another world. Or so I'd like to believe. I'm an avid Oh no! I'm an avid reader of the Thavnarian truths, you see, and I'd love to entertain these idle flights of fancy. But I've rambled on too long. There are errands to attend to, and I really must take my leave. Good fortune to you. Good fortune to you. Can it be true? I have a readership in Charlian. Oh no, his ego's been stroked. Perhaps I've misjudged these people. Twould seem your comrade is hale and healthy, Master Poo-Poo, and in the company of a Hanish alchemist of undisclosed description.
Yes, this is wonderful news. I am grateful indeed that we made the journey.
I have a feeling this case will soon draw to a close. Come, let's return to Radzat Han and continue the search. Oh, there it is. You still haven't changed! To summarize our findings, we now know Master Poopa's friend is safe and in the company of a Hanish gentleman, and possibly here on this very isle. Oh, that does sound promising! Oh, you're back. You're back quick. Father, you've returned to the city. I trust this means your own investigation was successful. That it was, although laying hands on the object of my desire had been a long and frustrating ordeal to say the least. Much painstaking research revealed to me the existence of a hereditary Mandeville relic, within which slumbers the secrets of weapon augmentation. Yet, though I turned our ancestral home upside down, I failed to unearth the artifact in question. The reason for its absence became clear when I chanced upon the journal of one of our forefathers. He wrote of a visiting scholar of keen interest in the relic, and how he thus surrendered it to Charlian's safekeeping for study. The trail led me to Labyrinthos. As it turns out, the Charlians never did find time to conduct their analysis. The custodian and I found the curio tucked away in a dusty corner of the Archeon, still awaiting processing. Why does that look like an Illuminati thingy-mabobby? And here it is, an oddity every bit as perplexing as God-brand cipher-bound manual. And how are we to liberate its hidden wisdom?
Oh, I can help you with that. These devices were made by the Mandevillans, a star-faring race with whom we once traded.
Are you telling me the Mandevilles actually are descended from are actually aliens? Are aliens? Starfaring? Mandevillans?
Yes, a highly evolved species with a mastery of advanced technologies. Our people shared ideas and inventions, so I am quite familiar with your family's relic. If you so wish, I can have the device project whatever images were stored upon it. A darkened room would afford us the clearest view, however.
Then let us retire to our rooms and common and dim the lanterns. We must behold these secrets in the optimal conditions. Mandevillans. A coincidental naming, or is there some deeper connection?
Everyone comfortable? Let's see what the device has for us.
It really is just like a projector. Don't like his own candy, alright. I am Godbrand, Wonder of the Stars and weaponsmith extraordinaire! First Lord of House Manderville. This is the Godbrand, our founding father! I record this message that my descendants may know the truth of their cosmic origins. The tale is long, but I bid you watch until the very end. He... D... Uh... Um... I'm gonna get some water real quick. Hold up. have enough water to wash down this insanity. Errors of mine. I am not a man born with a star, or even a man at all. I am of the Mandervillans, a race which hails from the far side of the Great Expanse. He's gonna shadow puppet this. Mandervillans are parasitic symbionts. We can only survive by bonding with other life forms. Once our ancestors has taken root, we supplant the host's mind and strengthen its physical structures, imbuing our new form with steel-like resilience. I knew there was something alien about that impossible imperviousness. Then, through the conjoining of compatible host bodies, we produce offspring which harbors the next generation of Mandervillans. This symbiotic variant eventually takes to the stars in search of potential new vessels, adapting and multiplying. So it was that our race proliferated and spread throughout the cosmos. Until, tragically, our flourishing civilization was brought to an abrupt end. Every planet upon which we Mandervillans resided was visited by an inexplicable calamity. Our societies were our societies were brought to ruin by life forms suddenly twisted into horrific nightmares. That sounds familiar. So even stars far removed from in time and space were ravaged by the final days. Desperate to avoid the same fate, a comrade and I boarded the ship and fled upwards into the starry night. We flew and flew until we found a planet, your planet, untouched by the phenomenon, but the rigors of the journey had so damaged our craft that we were forced to make an uncontrolled descent. I alone crawled from the wreckage, badly injured and near death. But even as I resigned myself to perishing on this unfamiliar world, I was found by a man who had come looking for the falling star. As a rule, the Mandervillans do not take intelligent life forms for hosts. After hearing my story, however, the sympathetic gentleman offered to become my vessel of his own accord. He was himself afflicted by an incurable malady, and with little time left to live, seemed content to know that his ailing body could prove a safe haven for another. With his blessing, I set about transferring my essence. The man's form was revitalized and purged of its fatal frailty, yet the mind which dwelled within was now my own. I went on to build a new home for myself here, making use of my people's technology to ply the blacksmith's trade. I wed a local lass, and together we had a child. Although not pure Mandervillan, our offspring exhibits the same enhanced physiology, a boon I suspect shall be passed down for generations through the bloodline of House Manderville. My dear descendants and folk of this star are most fragile, yet as the first men I encountered did demonstrate, they are nevertheless capable of surpassing love and generosity. As the last of the Mandervillains, I have but one request to make of you. Pray employ your superlative of attributes, and my army of Manderville armaments, for the benefit of these wonderful peoples whom I hold in the highest regard. Up. Do the thing. What an astounding development! I, Hildebrand Heliodor Maximilian Vanderbilt, shall heed the passionate plea of my illustrious forebear. No case is too big nor small should it be in my service to my fellow man. I was wondering where that water came from. He learns he's descended from an extraterrestrial being and it's still business as usual. But wait a minute. Then why is Lady Julianne so monstrously strong? Is she a descendant of aliens too? Well, this is most unexpected. Never did it cross my mind that our esteemed ancestor might hail from beyond the heavens. But I do wonder if that self-same blood still runs thick in our veins. The family tree I glanced over some years ago suggests that... but 'tis unimportant. Our present purpose remains unchanged. I will bring forth our Manderville weaponry to the peak of perfection, for Godbrand, and for the good of our star. Before I forget, I have a gift for you, Kimia. Pray await me at the East Right Plaza, and I shall bring it to you forthwith. Sure thing. I was wondering where what all that water was coming from. See what else is on the checklist since after I do my relic thing. I think I'll cap it off with the variant dungeon, and at least one run of each possible route that can be taken in Mount Rolcon. Get at least one ending out of it, out of each possible branch. At least, run each possible starting route, and see what I get from there. Some truths can shatter the foundations of our beliefs when brought to light, but I have to say, this wasn't one of them. The more staggering discovery was that I have devoted readers to Charlian. Those who peruse my publications are allies against the ever-expanding webs of lies and deception, without exception. I have misjudged my Charlian people. They are not collaborators of the architects of conspiracy. They are but seekers of knowledge, or unafraid to plumb the depths of the unknown. Well, yeah. That Master Poo-Poo, though, that one still has ulterior motives. I'd bet my life on it. Stand ready, for we shall have need of your strength when he shows his true colors. I hope you've not been waiting for long. This is the gift I mentioned. Master Poopo's earnest request inspired me to indulge in a spot of clockwork craftsmanship between weaponsmithing sessions. I thought it only fitting you'd be the one to care for this diminutive simulacrum. consider it a memento of your adventures together. Oh, a minion of the poo-poo. As for our Mandible Weaponry project, I believe my ancestor's artifact has unlocked the door to the next stage of improvements. Should you find time to offer your assistance, announce yourself to Master Geralt and I shall endeavor to join you with utmost celerity. Until then, my dear Kiyomiya. Ha! Ha, that flavor text. Ha! Will bleed you dry of your elixirs if you aren't careful. I forget. What exactly do they give if you give them elixirs? As someone that's never played 8. Oh, wait. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Zafnir... Lord Von Hoody, I come with ill tidings. Professor Lugate set an ambush for his nemesis, but was once more defeated. His current whereabouts are unclear. That blithering dolt! Oh, that's where the other poo-poo is. Uh-oh. No matter. Preparations are well underway. The manifestation will proceed as planned. What is he doing with an army of himself? What's his, What is he going for? With the altered physiology, Vitamins, the first of their clan, an ancestor of quality, are god of Manderville, sent be stranger the tallest tale. See you, Inspector. Ow! Also, I see what you mean. But first, let's see. Let's see what Geralt is up to. Oh, it's you. As opposed to that respectable fop that did mention he'd made some kind of breakthrough when he needed to round up the usual suspects. I shall inform his lordship of your arrival. Gamia, welcome. I do hope you are prepared for another spot of modest labor, for I have collected a new weaponsmithing secret from the depths of my family's extraordinary heirloom. As for why Godbrand abandoned his hyper journals, it would seem he desired the greatest security afforded by the relic's recording apparatus. That he so feared this knowledge from falling into wicked hands bespeaks the destructive potential of what we seek to recreate. Speaking of which, this stage of augmentation will require a fundamental alteration to the weaponry's design. Godbrand understood that individual wielders have different needs and preferences, and thus conceived of a method to modify each armament's qualities. Essential to the process is a new type of oil known as Maxalamandaville. By subtly adjusting the precise ratio of ingredients for this coating, we can influence the paths of ethereal conductivity as we see fit. Ugh, more bloody oil. The oil's chief ingredient is, once again, derived from a meteorite, specifically an acrondite for the amplifying properties. So many undiscovered materials. But 'tis unsurprising now that we know the alien origin of Godbrand's weaponsmithing techniques. Oh, uh-oh! Alien origin, you say? Little wonder I weren't familiar with them. As has become customary, I shall prepare the bulk of the necessary resources, whilst you procure a supply of acrondite. Aye! And the lovely bloody custom that is. Man of yours means I reckon you could buy a mountain of them space rocks as well. And I would gladly do so. Except the merchant in question will accept not less than a specific type of tombstone in trade. As much as it pays me to impose upon Kimia further, he is the best equipped to handle that onerous task. Tombstones again. These improvements called for drastic reforging, and it is your expertise that shall see. Oh, thanks for following, Demon Chew. Wait, hang on. The font on that doesn't look right. No, thanks for following, Demon Chew. Right now I'm playing 14, and right now it's catch stuff. Fine. I'll shut me gob and do as I'm told. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting the distinct impression you've lost interest in this project. You bloody think? Look, I took this job to pay off my drinking debts, and now that I've managed that, I've got no desire to keep working for an underdressed, over-pretentious arse. I see. Admittedly, even at the beginning, your distaste for me was rather poorly concealed. And I fear such festering antagonism will adversely affect our smithing endeavors. Yes, let's resolve our differences over a flagon of fine spirits, or several, as circumstances dictate. All at my expense, of course. Free liquor, is it? Then you best be bringing your biggest purse. Kimia, you must join us.
If you'd be so kind as to secure a table at the main, I'll shall be along in short order.
Don't tell me he's gonna drink himself down another,
Oh, a splendid night for spirituous beverages.
You sure about this then, are you?
I have a mighty thirst, and it'll not be slaked by the cheap stuff.
What of you, Kimia? Will you be following Master Girl's fine example? Just one or two. If you're... Very well. I shall order us all the same to start. Your beverages, Lord Godbert. Enjoy. To your good health, my friends. Right. No point beating around the bush. I've hated your guts for a good long while now. Heh, so even my insides offend you. And why might that be? Cause for a proper artisan, devotion to your craft ought to be your #1 priority. But you're all floundering the consortium for building some fool's playground for fleecing the masses. You're a bloody merchant, that's what you are. You believe my devotion is sufficient, then. Yet our works require not only the sweat of our brow, but capital to cover our expenses, no? Thus, does a steady revenue facilitate the creative process? Does not a steady revenue facilitate the creative process? In that respect, my business ventures have allowed me to indulge in goldsmithing projects I could never have otherwise afforded. Is it not true that you craft kettles as a means to repay loans or simply make ends meet? Would not a substantial source of wealth spare you such tedious drudgery and empower you to pursue your heart's desire? Oh God, it's the a kettle reborn. Booze! We're going to need more booze over here. What really it soured me was when you said you're outside the syndicate. How can you craft worthwhile with your head buried in political shite? You may be surprised. My participation in Ulda's governance opened my eyes to a different world, which in turn provided great inspiration for several original pieces. Well, you can keep your blood ration. I want nothing to do with your prissy wiltmakers of your ilk. Oh, another round. You and your bloody reasonable arguments. Hold on, wait. How many cups is that? Bugs is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, shit. And there's still bottles to go through. Jeez, Godbert's got, Godbert tanks those drinks like a champ. Rich Saze, got a clue what it's like for poor buggers like me. And what if you got against worn clothes any road? We're more like than you realize, Master Geralt, especially when it comes to the simplicity of our attire. Oh boy, here's another round of drinks. Holy shit! Wait, there's more?! Holy shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then some. At least I've been the responsible one of just having just one. Oh, does it seem to actually change if you actually say the top option and just go hard on drinks? I'm a sudden failure. A failure. Yeah, this guy is just wasted. Uh-oh. Wait up. How'd you... Oh, bugger it. I'm sorry it's good for a Smitty, and that's all that matters. Yeah, he is gone. He seems to be mistaking you for someone else. Perhaps you could offer him a kind word. He would say the first one. That means coming a lot from you. Me thanks. Alright, I'm done weeping into me cups. I'll fix them weapons and to hells with the money. I'll do it for me own damn sense of pride. Oop. Would seem Master Geralt has overcome his aversion to our partnership. Splendid. Although I would never guess a carrot juice would be so Wait. You ordered the non-alcoholic shit. I was concerned for our good smith's health, you see, and Meliel switched his spirits to, and had Meliel switched his spirits to something less potent several rounds ago. The Mahane's liquors are sublime, but too much can wreak havoc on a man's constitution. Oh, okay. There was a time when I, too, devoted every waking moment to my craft. But alas, running a mercantile empire comes with its own responsibilities. Monetary woes notwithstanding, I do envy Master Gil his purity of purpose. And on that note, let's return to our appointed acquisitions. We shall require 3 chunks of the aforementioned Akronite as soon as you are able. Yeah, I didn't think Geralt would actually get that wasted. Oh, it'd be dandy if things actually loaded. Where's my spare weapon? Whoop! Ah, the heat of the furnace has me all sobered up. Let's have them special rocks then. You pretty much drank yourself into a stupor, good sir. Now for the finishing touch, the Max Salamanderville. Before we can finalize the mixture, however, you must tell us how you wish your weaponry to serve you in battle. The ratio of coating ingredients will greatly influence the armament's various qualities, so think carefully ere you give your answer. Oh, you just... Oh, okay, you actually just min-maxed the whole damn thing. Understood. Your wish is our command. And 'tis done! You're holding the result of undying devoted to craft the next excellence. A majestic Mandeville wand. Oh, what? Huh. Surprisingly normally clothed. Ish. Alright, that's the Mandeville stuff, and I think I'm gonna... And the last thing I'm gonna do is the, is the, variant dungeon. Let's see how this dies as well. Is that a little dagger on the cane? Oh, that's the orb and the little accents. Okay. Just shoot that real quick and see. Then the last thing I want to do on the stream checklist is the variant dungeon. Starting in Oak Charlian. Your timing is impeccable, Camia. How do you manage that? An intriguing job has been laid at our feet, and the client insists you be the one to take it up. That client? Why, none other than the East Aldenar Trading Company! The missive was dispatched from the Kugani branch rather than Lord Dolorito's office, but it nevertheless carries a depicted set of moneyed interest. Care to give it a read? Dear Camia, in the self-same spirit of friendship which has defined our every interaction to date, it is my pleasure to extend you a humble invitation. Just because of your endearing efforts to save the star that we may benefit from this rarest of opportunities. It was in service to your noble quest to build the good ship Ragnarok that I was able to forge a fruitful bond between myself and another of Hingashi's elites. This lord has seen the fit to grant me, and I guess of my choosing, to leave to go to where few Eugene have tread, beyond the bounds of Kugani, to the secret slopes of Mount Rokon itself. I cannot overstate the significance of this gesture, nor the allure of sights heretofore unseen by Western eyes. Nor is it an exaggeration to say that no one is more deserving of this boon than your magnanimous self. I eagerly await our reunion at the gates of the Bokairo Inn. Ever your faithful servant, Hancock Fitzgerald. There's flattery and there's this. Hancock is a bit of a schmooze. Laid on a bit thick, did he? I'd expect that was of a consummate merchant. Not too proud to debase himself when sufficient profits at stake. Still, there may be a come of sincerity beneath that slatted honeyed words, and if not, you still stand to benefit from playing along. You shall be heading to Guyana then, I take it? I mean, might as well. Perfect. I'll send word that you're on your way. Fair fortune, safe travels. You best come back with plenty of stories to tell, you hear? Oh, it's that. Okay. Ah, my dear Kiamiya. Who would have thought that the spinner would see us reunited so soon? You will be pleased to hear that no other charlatans have attempted to masquerade as Tenzin's progeny in the interim. Well, you decked yourself out with new duds. As you can see, preparations for a journey are well underway. Partial though as I am to traditional Gingan kimono, if we were to climb a mountain, it would be prudent to do so in comfort as well as style. But I presume you would rather discuss matters of greater import than my attire. Fear not. My capable associates are ready and eager to brief you on the challenge ahead. We have reserved the finest chambers of the inn for the occasion, so let us reconvene our way from all the hustle and bustle, shall we? Master Hancock, Master Kiamiya, we are most grateful for your aid in this matter. I'm Tsubaki, and my onmyoji companion is called Tokimori. We are come to Kugani on behalf of Lord Uzumibi, who presides over Mount Rokon and the surrounding lands. His lordship is one I mentioned in our missive. Hearing of my interest in Far Eastern treasures, he knew at once that I would find the lure of the sacred peak irresistible. But I forget that you are not familiar with you're not as familiar with these lands as I. Let us begin with the basics and expound upon the finer points as we go. To orient our destination in your mind's eye, we must first review Hingashi's geography. One of the many lands which comprises this nation, it is here, on the western coast of Shishu, where Kugani serves as our shining beacon of commerce. Mount Rokon, meanwhile, can be found far from our beloved city of trade. Here, in the northeastern corner of the isle. Upon the slopes of the sacred mountain sits Shoujo Temple, a monastery where monks gather to train their bodies and souls. Alas, in defiance of this holy purpose, a horde of otherworldly demons have claimed the temple as their own. His lordship suspects that a collection of accursed treasures is to blame for this infestation. In the Far East, you see, it is believed that well-preserved objects may come to possess living souls after a time. These vessels turned kami are known as Tsukumogami. That sounds familiar. A Tsukumogami in turn may attract or even beget other spirits. These Mononoke clearly had no regard for the sanctity of the mount, and so Lord Uzumibi desires a swift resolution. Compassionate soul that I am, I could not bear to stand idly by. But as men of wealth and influence, base altruism is beneath us both. So I offered to aid his lordship in a matter of befitting our stations, by brokering a mutually beneficial arrangement. Simply put, should I find a way to rid the mountain of Mononoke, I may lay claim to any accursed treasures that I find. One man's chest is another man's Takaramono. That's hanging for treasure. That's hanging for treasure, by the by. And here, my friend, is where you come in. During our jaunts to the mountain, you will serve as my bodyguard and slay any monstrous Mononoke we encounter. In exchange, you shall become one of the blessed few to bear witness to the wonders and terrors of Mount Rokon. A fair deal, yes? Well, I've always wanted to explore. That's our warrior of light. I knew you wouldn't disappoint. Now that the matter of Kiamiya's participation is settled, might I inquire as to the current order of these items, Mr. Tsubaki. The treasures were brought into the temple at the behest of Gorai, the head monk. Though his disciples doubt that his intentions were pure, his actions have brought them great misfortune. Like you, Master Hancock, Gorai was an avid collector of antiques, and claimed that the Tsukumogami who dwelt within them ought to be worshipped. Driven by this fervent belief, he purchased all manners of items he deemed worthy of veneration. But as his collection grew, so too did certain troubling phenomena. An unholy shadow began to loom over the sacred mountain, and under this wicked veil were the Mononoke emboldened to break their fetters. Fearing for their lives, the monks had no choice but to flee, their home defiled by demons. We could not allow the scourge to spread further, and sent our strongest warriors to slay the fiends, but few returned. Knowing that victory could not be attained by our forces alone, my lord bade us to employ magic to contain the threat. Tokimori is one of the valiant few who returned from the temple. 'Tis thanks to his diligent reports that we knew aught of Mount Rokon's present state. Our orders were to find Gorai and convince him to part ways with his treasures, but our pleas fell on deaf ears. He was like unto an animal. I suspect any semblance of reason has left him. Though the seal we place upon the mountain endures, the Mononoke have had ample time to corrupt the souls of those who could not make good on their escape. Should you encounter any survivors, do not show them a modicum of mercy. 'Tis too late. We have prepared our strongest falcons. Their keeper shall await you by the Bokaisen hot springs and will summon the birds once your preparations are complete. A word of caution. The falcons fear the Mononoke and refuse to fly close to the temple. They shall bring you to the foot of the mountain, but no further. Beyond that, you will have to climb.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Oh, thanks for the reminder. Many thanks, my friends. Now then, if we are to depart soon, I think it best we feast to our heart's content. One cannot slay demons on an empty stomach. My thanks once again for your assistance, Master Cameo. Master Hancock had some business matters to attend to before your expedition. Once you are ready, I shall summon him. I feel compelled to warn you, even in times of peace, the climb up Mount Rokon is not for the faint of heart. Oh, oopsie. I suggest you procure your sufficient provisions if you have not yet done so, and ensure that your equipment is in working order. Tokimori's disciples have been tasked with maintaining the mountain wards. They will open the way for you upon your arrival. Speak with our falconer when you wish to depart. Though I must remain here, I shall be praying for your success.
Alright, let's see what's this mountain all about. Alright, I'll see you then. See you later then. Oops. Man, if this place wasn't cursed, then I would love to just bask in the scenery here. These 3 paths to be and see what other Harpit has. Whither shall we wander? Middle, huh? Let's follow your lead then. Yeah, I agree, dude. If it weren't cursed, I would love to just take a walk down here. I popped my Discord overlay and I lost control of my thing. Oop. Yeah, I don't know why whenever I pop open and close the Discord, it causes me to lose control of my game. Well, fool. I'm almost backlogged in. Give me
Oh, that's okay. That's weird. I must have hit Alt Shift. Let's try it again. Yeah, there's some buildings over there, but these little guys. Seems like it. Oh, there's more of these guys though. Man, where do you get this music? I'd love to have it at my house in the game. let's ring it first. Something. I wonder if okay, this rope has this rope is definitely a variable in the middle path. Okay. From a distance, she looks a lot like a Sheena. But let's see what she's got. Wow, I haven't heard this battle music in a while. What's that paddle? I take it the one is the Oh, okay. The water is the protein looking things, okay. Doug! Okay, what did those dogs do exactly? Oh, don't look at them. Don't look at the dog. Oh shoot. Oops. Let's try again without accidentally looking at dogs. there's any more elements to pick from. That definitely looks like more. So it's lightning out? What's fire? Oh, fire's out. What's lightning then? Oh, lightning is cardinals, okay. And water's different cardinals, okay. Look at the dog. Oh, that's a tiger screen. Uh-oh, ooh. And back you go. What's in here? Is it those prisms? Honeybee? What's this? Oh! Those fires! Ooh, that would be a really interesting thing to snap pictures with. Dang! I really, I really should like call some friends over to take pictures over here. Seriously, there's a lot of gorgeous pictures, gorgeous spots you can take pictures of. That looks like another variable. And off it goes. Seriously though, I should go and take some Jeepo spots over here. Is this an end of something? This looks like the end. Well, one end. Wait! Okay, this boss music is different. Okay, there's some ODB over there. Okay, so that attack is determines what the AoE is. Okay. So it's across. Triangle? Oh, it splits, okay. So triangle of it. So circle is one thing, triangle is another. Okay. Rocks? Feels like I get bigger then. Does it turn into a donut if it's that? Yep, donuts. Aha. What happens if I stand? Well, no. What's that tether? Oh, hello there, Airfist. Oh, shoot! Shoot. Yeah, this is the center route to Airfist. Well, one version of the center route. Yeah, I didn't expect a wholly different, yeah. I didn't expect to hear actually new music. And I was also surprised to hear the Stormblood normal battle music against one of the bosses. Yeah. Yeah, lore-wise, this area is in the far northeastern reaches of Hingashi. And it's specific, and it's sealed off because it's rife with Tsukumogami. I might have to like explore the area on my own time because I really want to sort out the puzzles myself. Some of the puzzles myself. And this guy's also a variable itself. And also on the middle ramp, there's also a rope you can pull. Or not. I didn't imagine. I wonder if the rodent thing is actually one per party member. Because it's all staggered in time with the 3 different timers. Oh, ooh, that's spicy. So it's gonna. So under here. Ooh, so somewhere in the center? So that's a tank buster. Oh, one of those quakes, okay. That would be kind of funny. Oh, here we go again. This is, I think I'm in a loop now. Oh, a card! Nice! Yeah, honestly, keeping the BOI would be would be a nice collection piece. Let's see what it has in the book though. What the log says. When I load in anyway. VNC. Oh, I got I've got ending number 5. Master Kimia, full good am I to see you hale and whole. I espied Master Hagai's falcon in the distance, but its movements appeared awfully erratic. We can but hope they land safely. Is it the Biwa in question he took?
terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting. Our souvenir was a tad more cumbersome than I realized. But as you can see, we are none the worse for my misjudgment. Indeed, you are not, Master Hancock. My lord will be pleased to hear of your return, and your success, I presume. 'Twas Kim's victory as much as my own, but then I knew few demons would be no match for a slayer of gods such as he.
Oh, come on.
Honestly, for all its perils, I found the journey quite invigorating. I had high expectations for Shoujo Temple, yet it managed to surpass them with ease. I shall not soon forget the silent crowd of the statuary, the very picture of divine tranquility. Would that Godai still had his wits about him, that I could discuss the collection with a fellow expert. Alas, the poor man was too far gone. In any case, the people of Shizu can rest easy, knowing that Great Mononoke had been consigned to oblivion. But we, my friend, have miles to go before we sleep. There are several paths we eschewed, were there not? The mind races to imagine what other delights we may yet behold. Indeed, a number of treasures may remain unaccounted for, and the demons are like to linger until their masters are slain. Precisely. But take heart, Mr. Tsubaki, for Kiyomiya shall not rest until these villains cause the villains trouble the small folk no longer. He shall sally forth again and again until all the treasures withdrawn thither will have been secured, and my new collection is complete.
Wait a minute.
Alas, time waits for no man, and business for no merchant. I must away, but when next you wish to take Mount Rokon by storm, you need only say the word. Before you do, however, you might consider sharing the tale of our exploits with Mistress Shalom Moore. The missive I received indicate a rather strong preference in that regard.
Yep, will do. I think this is a good time to wrap it up. I covered the really important parts of 14 that I want to show off. So with that in mind, I think it's a good time for me to end it off here. Next week we'll continue on with my Final Fantasy VI nonsense, and hopefully the things go as intended. But knowing that guy, it probably won't. So be sure to follow. But until then, be sure to follow me on Twitter to keep up with the next time I go live. Until then, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.